Hey guys, this is Tom from Numbers Game Lifestyle, and today we're going to talk about how you can arrange your Bachelor pad to make it more hookup friendly, and some cheap things that you can buy because you're on a budget. Okay, first off that you want to address is your lighting, the lighting in your apartment. And if you're like most guys, you really don't pay too much attention to lighting. You probably have some bulb or some sort of lamp at the top of your ceiling. And that's probably the extent of your lighting situation. So it's probably pretty dark, dungy with overhead lighting. And what that does is, when women come over to your house, not only do you look like the crypt keeper, because the overhead lighting is casting shadows on your eyes, making you look like the crypt keeper, but it's doing the exact same thing to her face as well. So both of you look like shit, essentially. So what's an easy way to fix this? And the super easy way to do this is to grab any kind of lamp. You don't want overhead lighting. That's the thing that I want to stress here. When you want to arrange your place to have hook up with a chick, you want to look your best and she'll look her best as well. And what you can do is you can get any kind of lamp that's kind of eye level, not overhead, but eye level on the floor. And you use a red light. You can use a blue light as well, which is I've got a red light back here. But when the lights are off and you've got that red light, the entire the room looks red. You look red. She looks red. And virtually every blemish is gone out of your skin and out of her skin. It makes you look amazing. You'll notice this in music videos. They do it with red light. They do it with blue light. They do it in in actual videos as well. When they want to make things look sexy, they use blue light. And it makes everybody look really good. And it's cheap. You can grab a cheap blue light bulb for, $5. A cheap red light bulb for $5. And you and the girl will look amazing while you're in bed and you're trying to escalate things. So yes, this is a very cheap way to make the room not only more the vibe is more sexy, but it makes you look more sexy. It makes the girl look more sexy. So it's a total win. All it costs you is $5 with a light bulb. It makes the atmosphere in your room way more sexual, because it's this big red room and you're red, she's red. And it gets rid of all kind of blemishes. It doesn't have that overhead lighting that makes you both look you just came out of the grave kind of thing. So yeah, get the lighting situation figured out, sorted out. Just grab any kind of lamp that's kind of, body level, on the floor, not overhead. You don't want to stick the light bulb overhead on your ceiling, but any kind of lamps around your room. Okay, so that's the lighting. Another big thing that'll help in making a hookup friendly environment once you get a girl back at your place is to have your TV set up in front of your bed or set up in front of a large couch in which you can both kind of lie down on. Either of those scenarios, perfect, because then you can sit down, watch the movie, watch whatever you planned on watching, and escalate things. And it's super easy to escalate that way because she kind of has her mind preoccupied with watching the show, so you can escalate touch and get sexual with her. And it kind of acts as it takes her mind off of what's actually happening. So she's not thinking about oh no, I better not seem too easy. It's just she's watching the movie and you're gradually turning her on and escalating her, arousing her. So yes, this is why it's good to have the TV in a place where you can both relax, lie down in front of your bed or a large couch. Okay, so that's entertainment covered. Another thing is cleanliness. Cleanliness is not a big thing, but it does help things. She'll immediately feel more relaxed and she'll consider you a more put together guy because your place actually like looks presentable as opposed to like a bombshell. Again, it's not going to prevent, even if your place is like a total mess, she's still probably going to hook up with you. So it's not going to make or break you that way. But it does like create a more comfortable environment, so she'll want to come back because the place was like organized, at least somewhat. So yeah, cleanliness is important. Make sure it's not a complete dump. Finally, this is a big one. Get yourself a full-length mirror. The bigger the better. There are a million different uses you can use this mirror for. For one, since it's full length, you can see yourself from head to toe. So you can never, before you go out, whenever you like want to leave the house, you make a quick check in front of the mirror and you get to see the entire picture of how from your shoes all the way up to your top of your head, you get to see how it all looks and if there's anything out of place. So that is a huge bonus of making sure that you look presentable. Second, you can use this as, if you work out at home, you're going to use this mirror in order to correct form. So yeah, that's another big plus for the full-length mirror. And finally, in terms of hooking up, this full-length mirror is going to come into play. So as you get more hot and heavy and you're actually hooking up with this girl, maybe you've like already done the deed, like it's already well underway. At that point, you can actually just get up, grab your mirror, and prop it right up against right next to your bed. So the full-length mirror is right across from your bed of where you're lying down with this girl. So you can both look at each other in the mirror and see your entire bodies. So, okay, sounds interesting. And that's what you can do by setting up the mirror that way. She's immediately going to be like, what? Like, what's going on here? And while you're, hooking up, you actually get her to look into the mirror. And you know what? It is like having your own, private porno movie. Because you're watching each other, have sex. And a lot of the times this is the first time, a girl has actually done that. And you don't have to worry about, recording it or lighting or any of that, how will I delete this? Will someone, see it? No, this is a private video for you and her. You are the only people that get to see it. So there's no, worrying about, what happens to the video. No, you are creating a video. By putting that mirror right beside the bed, she gets to watch herself have sex, watch herself orgasm. This is a huge turn on. I've had girls comment after doing this, being like, I've never done that before. We are doing that again. Bring out that mirror again. Because it's super arousing for a girl. Hot girls like checking themselves out. And now she gets to watch herself orgasm in front of a mirror. That's pretty hot. Not a lot of girls have done that. So it's another thing that escalates the whole, enhances the whole sexual experience, where you get to use your full-length mirror by just propping it up against close to your bed so you can both look at it while you have sex. It's a kind of a big turn on for both of you. So yes, that is a big game changer for a lot of people, because girls get excited about it, they want to try it again. And it's, instead of worrying about cameras and recording it and the dangers of being that privacy getting ruined, this is your own private porno movie. Essentially, you get another angle, an outside angle of you watching yourself have sex. So yeah, that's kind of cool, and a lot of girls really like it. So yes, those are the ways, cheap ways, you can enhance your Bachelor pad to make it more hookup friendly. Alright guys, that's the video. Thanks for watching.